Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Gem and let's get to it. Why did I do this? Of all the things I could have done, I did this. Anyway. So today we are doing the cliche book tag, or as I like to call it, the clechy, even though that's not how we say cliche. I just think it's funny. We have guest Astrid today. And she's not very happy with me. Oh, I know. I'm not all about the camera. I hate it. I want to explore and you won't let me. Look, there you are. There you are. You want to introduce the first book? No, I'm cleaning myself. Why would I want to introduce books? They are boring. How dare you say that? So the first question bloody confuses me. Actions speak louder than words. A book that wasn't or couldn't be better than the movie. That is confusing to me. What is that wording? Who wrote this? I would like to know because I'm confused. A book that wasn't or couldn't be better than the movie. So a book that was bad? Is that what we're getting at? Because that is how I'm reading it. Hello. You can't see her, she's like a wee white heel. I'm looking at the books. Come and introduce this one. So, hello, yes. Come and cuddle me. So mine for that was The Great Gatsby because it was an amazing film and a horrible book. Agree with me? Yes? It was bad? Yes. It was bad, Becky, I hated it. Okay, back on task. So, The Great Gatsby. I think this is the answer I'm supposed to give because I'm very confused by it. If it is the other way around, I do apologize, but that's just the way I read it. But yeah, the book was kind of the movie did a lot better at showing what the book was trying to show, in my opinion. The next question of this tag is The Grass is Greener on the Other Side, a story from rags to riches or riches to rags. And mine is Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And I think this because at the end they're kind of in this spot where they don't really want to be, and like maybe they still have their wealth, but I don't think they do. And they're doing the best that they can for their friend, and I just think it's really cute. And I have not read the second one, but I do really want to because it looks so cool. Oh, here's a picture of it. The third question in this tag is The Apple Does Not Fall Far from the Tree, a parent or child relationship that you just love. And mine is somewhat debatable because technically this person is not her father. Anyway, it is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and it is Jude and Maldoc. I think that's how you pronounce it. Either that or I'm wrong. And I just think their relationship is kind of like very like mutual trust, and they have a bond that just none of the other characters have. And I think Maldoc's relationship with like Jude is one that he wishes he had with V and Vivi or something. Why am I not saying the characters' names right? I only just read this book. I should know. Yeah, Vivi. I don't know why I said V. Maybe I'm just getting confused with something else. Anyway, I really like their relationship in the book, even though it's kind of a bit like a bit weird sometimes. And I do like it, and I know there's going to be a lot of questions behind why I do like it. Anyway, you can discuss them with me in the comments. I will reply because I am nice. How do I turn this off now? The next one is You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover, a book that needs, like a good book that needs a better cover. And I do not own this one for the reason that I already own this book. It is Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan, and this is the cover I saw the other day. Hopefully I can find a picture. I think I will be able to. If not, I'm going to track this book down and get it. But I don't know why they chose to put probably the scariest scene I've ever read, especially to those who do not like spiders. That is the scariest scene I have ever read in a Percy Jackson book, like, only because of my dislike of spiders. But it's when Annabeth is fighting the spider like queen, and it is so scary. You think she is gonna die or something horrible is gonna happen, and then they are down in the underworld and you don't know what's happened to her. And honestly, I have not read the last book, but I am concerned. about that, and I'm like, why would you put it on a kid's book as a cover? The scariest scene, or in my opinion, the scariest scene, I just think it's stupid. Anyway, the next question is, you can't please everyone, a book that you hated but everyone appears to love. Now, I have my issues with this book. I even had so many issues with this book that I decided to write a Goodreads review on it, so you can click down the bottom and read that if you want. Is The Land of Raw by Jenny McLaughlin. Every bookstore I have ever entered has this just on the shelf as a recommended book for young children. I'm like, why not? It has a pretty cover and has pretty pictures in it. Yeah, whatever. There are some debatable pictures in here though. Anyway, it has some highly debatable themes in this book. One, there is the word furries in it, and it means a mouse and a fairy. Why wasn't this flagged by the editor? Or somebody? Because fuck, that's fucking weird. And also, why does Crokey have a weird lust for, what's her name? Rose, the person who created her? Like, that is fucking weird. I'm sorry. I know this is a kid book and it's not directed towards me at all, but man, they could have gotten some advice from an adult for this, because an adult wrote it. Like, what is wrong with her? She's writing all her kinky shit in a kid's book. Like, can we just burn it now? And I don't know why I still own it, but I wanted to complain about it. The next question is, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? A book that made you a better person. Now, this one I took kind of like as a joke, not serious at all. But Twilight. I understand now all the hype behind it. Admittedly, I did not think it was a good book, but I'm going to keep my opinion pretty low for this one because me and my friend are starting up this idea. It's called The Piggies Are Reading, and we're going to be reviewing Twilight, so you can see that pretty soon. I'm not sure when we're going to be doing it, but soon-ish. And we're going to be talking about Twilight first, and if you have suggestions for if you want us to look at other books, then you can leave them down below. Anyway, I see the hype behind Twilight. I see why people like it. Personally, I have my thoughts about it that you will soon find out, and yes, I don't know what that was, but yeah. The next question in this tag is Ignorance is Bliss, a book that you just can't admit is bad. And mine is Tell Me Again How a Crush Should Feel by Sarah Ferens. Ferens? I think that's right. I don't know. One of them should be right. Anyway, it's quite interesting. I am a sucker for books that are about girl and girl relationships, because I just feel like there aren't enough of them, and especially there just aren't enough good ones in my opinion. I feel like you find a lot of good ones that are about guy and guys, but guy and guy? A guy and a guy. God, what's wrong with me? But you just can't find ones that are good about girl and girl. Or at least I have struggled to find them. Anyway, this is one on the bad end of the scale. I just feel like the person that originally she was supposed to be with, like, was definitely someone she, you know, could have been with, but then the author just decided to make her a bit of a dickhead in the end, and she ended up being in love with her best friend, which I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine, but maybe over a series of books, not in just one book, and it was very confusing. Anyway, I kind of liked it, but then at the same time I hated it, so I just can't admit to myself that I don't like it. It's very confusing. There is No Time Like the Present, a contemporary book that you love, and mine is The Thing About Jellyfish by Ali Benjamin. It is probably one of the best books I've ever read about a child going through grief, next to A Monster Calls. This is so good, as much as that it is bad. It's about, like, a 13-year-old discovering that her best friend has passed away due to being stuck in a riptide in the ocean. It's really upsetting because as, like, the main character being so young, she doesn't quite understand the reasons why, and so she tries to attach it to other things. So her best friend was a great swimmer, so she attaches it to the fact that her best friend couldn't have drowned because she was a bad swimmer. Her best friend must have drowned because the jellyfish stung her. And it's really sad, and you go through, like, I had to put it down a few times because I related to too much of the topic sometimes, like high school bullying and, like, you know, starting off in high school, and it was just really good. And so I give Ali Benjamin a massive applause because they are amazing for touching on this topic. And the last question in this tag is Better Safe Than Sorry, a book that you are too scared to pick up because it's going to be bad. And mine is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. I don't know what to think. The first one I thought was semi-debatable, but I kind of liked it because it was like this Beauty and the Beast kind of crossover thing, and I just don't know what to make of it. I haven't read it. I've read the back of the book and I just don't know what to feel about it. Eventually I will pick up the rest of the trilogy, and I have picked up A Throne of Glass, and it is interesting. And I will read that series at some stage too. I am scared. I'm scared for my sanity, but anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and goodbye!